How many times have you passed this building on the corner of Kings Highway and Mansfield Road and wondered, what is it and what goes on inside? Hello, I'm Lakeisha Mosley. This is Intertech One, the headquarters for BRF. Inside, BRF's various business units and many high-growth, high-tech startups carry out a common mission to diversify and grow our region's economy. Intertech One is only one of over 40 BRF-owned, operated, or managed facilities that make up the 800-acre Intertech Science Park, which surrounds University Health. Some of the tenants in these facilities include University Health Shreveport, LSU Health Shreveport, and the Center for Molecular Imaging and Therapy, better known as CMIT, just to name a few. The Intertech Science Park is building our region's future by providing a campus environment for high-growth, high-tech companies. In 2017, the Entrepreneurial Accelerator Program, EAP, celebrated its third anniversary, marking the end of another successful year. 11 new businesses were added to the EAP Wall of Entrepreneurial Achievement in the lobby of Intertech One.
This organization is the perfect picture of what it looks like to economically grow and attract businesses that will enhance the quality of life for our citizens and our visitors.
Since its inception, EAP has vetted more than 440 ideas, assisted 43 startups in achieving nearly $50 million in funding, provided EAP services to companies that have created over 101 jobs with an annual payroll of $5.5 million. EAP partnered with the City of Shreveport to bring a new tourist attraction to the downtown, the city's first aquarium.
Through the support of folks like Dave Smith and Julie Gilly, we feel like we've been very fortunate in having EAP as a partner through this entire process and beyond.
EAP is building our region's future by launching local startups to expand the area's tax base, diversify the local economy, and create jobs. This year, BRF's Digital Media Institute at Intertech, DMII, achieved a crucial milestone for its future growth. The institute earned accreditation from its national accrediting body, authorizing DMII to accept Title IV federal financial student aid. Students can now complete the FAFSA and use Pell Grants and federal direct loans to help them pay for their DMII tuition. This accreditation places DMII on a national stage as a high-quality school that exceeds national standards and has accountability for operations and student outcomes. DMII's rate for successfully placing students in the workforce is 80%. Graduates like Cameron Nichols are taking advantage of Project Hire, paid internships and employment opportunities at companies across the Arklatex. Cameron recently completed a program at DMII and got a job at Swaybox Studios in Shreveport.
Right after graduation, I got a job at Swaybox Studios, and they put me right to work. DMI delivered on exactly what they said was possible for me. I went to school, I trained for a year, and now I'm working in a chosen field that I'm honestly happy with.
Digital Media Institute at Intertech is building our region's future by supplying a pipeline of knowledgeable workers and entrepreneurs in the growing digital media sector. Adventures is another BRF educational initiative. Some of the programs supported under Adventures include the Science and Medicine Academic Research Training, better known as SMART, and the Biotechnology Magnet Academy at Southwood High School. A BRF-sponsored field trip taught this year's Biotechnology Magnet Academy students an important lesson. They learned that anyone can make a difference. The students screened Hidden Figures, a film about the heroism of a group of female African-American mathematicians at NASA and how they helped get the space program off the ground. In the decades since the Great Space Race, more and more women are taking an interest in science. This year, African-American females accounted for over half of the Academy's students. This year, the SMART program marked its 20th anniversary. Over 200 students have graduated from the program after spending a year alongside LSU Health Shreveport research teams working on potential medical breakthroughs. This program gives students an edge on their college applications. They have already earned college-level credits and spent time in a lab. This year's graduating class was recognized at a special luncheon where the students were honored for their achievements.
My experience was really excellent. I developed a new method of 3D printing stents and heart valves using a experimental polymer called polyvinyl alcohol. And basically what we were doing was throwing cells onto these 3D printed scaffolds and seeing if we could create almost an in vitro model of a blood vessel.
I love seeing kids succeed, and these kids just always amaze me. They make me so proud.
Adventures is building our region's future by investing in science and technology education programs that contribute to a knowledge-based regional economy. Another BRF initiative is the Office for Research Development and Administration, better known as ORDA. ORDA is promoting partnerships, awarding grants, and expanding public knowledge about the impact research has on our health and economic development.
We try to identify ways that we can best complement the research activities and efforts of all the academic medical center and research institutions in the area. Last year we funded 3 projects out of 15 grant proposals that were submitted to ORDA following a review by national experts.
Yeah, that's big money for us, even the small laboratory, but we already have our own budget, but we need to think about new tool, new technique. It enables us to equip the new state-of-the-art molecular techniques.
Another important function of ORDA is to promote clinical and translational research in North Louisiana through management of clinical trials. With the right personnel and support for investigators, sponsors, and physicians in place, ORDA has successfully executed a number of local research initiatives while providing guidance and administrative assistance for clinical trials involving university health, LSU, and local physician practices. It is our goal to further foster these relationships and advance human health through clinical trials research.
ORDA is building our region's future by working with research institutions in North Louisiana to develop a bioscience research hub. The Center for Molecular Imaging and Therapy supports not only a healthier population, but also a stronger economic future for North Louisiana.
So we've been working on melanoma for last 10 plus years to come up with a drug that can bind to melanoma cells specifically and not just to any other cancer cells. We came up with new molecule. When we used it in preclinical evaluation phase, we find that very specifically binds to melanoma cells, and it gives a very clear picture on PET scans where melanoma tumor exists. This will help doctors assess where melanoma is, how big it is, and what may be the preferred therapy intervention would be more successful to cure patients.
CMIT is building our region's future by helping to find new ways to treat, manage, and diagnose disease using PET imaging. BRF's largest business unit is University Health. A recent study by noted LSU economist Dr. Lawrence Scott showed that the University Health hospitals in Shreveport and Monroe have provided over a $900 million boost in revenues to the state since being privatized in 2013. This revenue boost had the following impacts on the 21-parish North Louisiana region: $1 billion in increased new sales, $400 million boost in household earnings, $18 million added to local government treasuries from tax collections, 2,800 jobs created on average each year. University Health is now under the leadership of Dan Snyder, who has more than 30 years of experience in leading public and private healthcare systems and academic medical centers in the U.S. and Asia. This past year marked a number of firsts for University Health. University Health Shreveport was the first in the area to use a dissolving stent on heart patients. The absorbed stent leaves nothing behind but a restored vessel, reducing future complications related to metallic stents. It was also the first to use cryoablation for patients who suffer from irregular heartbeat. Using cold instead of heat results in fewer side effects and less time spent on the operating table. University Health Conway is making important improvements like making dramatic cuts in emergency room wait times for patients. An average wait time of 90 minutes before privatization has dropped to an average wait time of just 13 minutes. University Health is building our region's future by bringing quality service and innovative treatments at a reasonable price to everyone. The BRF is made up of more than 3,300 individuals who work every day to fulfill our mission, which is to diversify and grow our region's economy and continue to operate as a catalyst to expand and develop research, entrepreneurship, and high-growth business in our region. Innovation, collaboration, problem-solving, and bold action are our values. We are BRF, and together we are building our region's future.